All right, Buff Nation. The recruiting is back in full force this weekend. Colorado had 5 big-time recruits out to visit. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised that we hosted some of these guys. We'll dive into it. This will be a little bit shorter of a live stream, so please be sure. Smash that like, get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on these players visiting. Subscribe if you haven't. Let's go ahead and get started. I think probably the most intriguing guy that visited this weekend is Deacon Schmidt. He has been a guy out of Windsor, Colorado, right there, Boulder County, that we've wanted to create more momentum with. Heck, I was even on here saying just a few days ago, right now with how things are looking, we're not going to be getting Deacon Schmidt. He's got all these other official visits lined up for all these other incredible programs, but, they're poverty programs, some of them, because, we're paying our coaching staff more. But nonetheless, what happens? What happens? Maybe this is what I just need to do is say, we don't got a shot at these guys, and then they'll come and visit. The football gods shine their grace upon us, right? Whatever. Deacon Schmidt visited. Matt McChesney guy, of course, but at Windsor, Colorado, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see that he visited this weekend, right after the Colorado Showcase, the Pro Day, all that. I believe he took a photo with Coach Prime, if I remember correctly. Don't give a damn. I was thinking about you. You were going to be a happy man seeing this news today or yesterday. I love it. I love it. Makes me very, very happy. One of the top offensive linemen in the country. You can see here via 24/7, he's ranked the number 20 interior lineman guy, or like guard. He's going to be incredible. Already, guys, at 6'5", 320 pounds. Could he be the first commit for the class of 2026? I think that would be really, really cool, because it would be awesome to have our first commit be a local Colorado native. I think that would be awesome. As you can see, 24/7 has him ranked as the number 2 recruit in Colorado. The composite, which ranks all the other recruiting rankings, they have him as the number 1 overall recruit in Colorado for the class of 2026. He would be an incredible get. It's been a long time since CU has had one of the top guys in the state stay in state and go to CU. This would be tremendous for the program, and a guy that I think could start early for Colorado. And yeah, don't totally agree with you. Don't give a damn. Local kid in the trenches is a plus. He meets a handful of different needs and targets, I think, for this program. So love to see this. Deacon Schmidt visited. We can scroll down here and recap again. These are the other schools that he has visits with coming up later this year. Alabama on May 30th, Oklahoma June 6th, Nebraska June 13th, and June 20th, finishing with Tennessee. So 4 really respected programs, or, like 3 and, 1 kind of. Sorry, Mike. Just had to throw that in there. But nonetheless, great opportunities for Deacon Schmidt to play, and Colorado has to assert themselves as the top destination. No doubt about it. So we're off to at least a good start with having him visit. I'm assuming this was an unofficial visit, so let's line up that official visit so we can really roll out the red carpet for the young man. So that's awesome. Let's continue on. Jonnie Jones, spoke about him earlier this week, and he made it to Boulder, which was awesome. 6'6", 305-pound offensive tackle from Tampa, Florida. This is great. Again, when you got 3 offensive line coaches, let's make sure that we're getting some of these guys to commit. We're going to be spending more individual time coaching you when we got that amount of offensive line coaches. Plus Pat Shermer, has experience coaching the offensive line throughout his career as well. But 4-star rated guy, number 11 offensive tackle in the country, according to 24/7. Lengthy. He's a guy that definitely can play tackle, I think, on both sides, and moves really well, I think, for a player of his size. So still can, I would assume, add weight. But nonetheless, this is great for building the pipeline, the trenches, all of that. Again, guys, remember Jordan Seaton after 2025. He's got probably 1 year left. We got to start planning for life after Jordan Seaton, sadly. But yeah, I do not recommend just throwing another true freshman out there to replace him. No, 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 no. Let's build this pipeline, baby. Let's get Jonnie Jones in here for a year or two and then get him out there, right? Okay, Coach Hart, come on. It's time to earn your extension. That's what we've been waiting on. The last guy to get his extension this year is Coach Hart, linebackers coach. Well, you got some recruiting to do, man. Malik Morris came in to visit, which is awesome. 6'1" linebacker out of Lakeland, Florida. 225 pounds, 4-star rated guy, top 15 linebacker in the country right now. Seems like Florida is going to be the destination. Also, Miami and Texas A&M are involved as well. Looks like Alabama is also warm. So going up against a lot of great schools for this one. Texas A&M, not a great school, but a school with a lot of money. So we'll have to see what we can do. But Coach Hart, come on now. It's time to earn. It's time to earn that payday. Let's go. Let's flip Malik Morris. All right. And sticking on the front seven, Shaun Scott out of Mater Dei has visited this weekend. 6'3" edge, 230 pounds, top 30 edge in the country, which is awesome. 4-star rated guy. And I wonder if Domata Peko has a relationship with him, because I think, didn't he have a kid at Mater Dei before this? And maybe he was like volunteer coach. I'm not really sure, but has a relationship with Mater Dei. So I wonder if Domata Peko is a nice connection over here. Yeah, again, edge position right now has probably been our deepest position. It's probably the position I feel best about right now. And we got proof. We got results. I think that we saw growth in everybody this past year. Heck, BJ Green might even get drafted. So that would be really cool if he does. If not, he'll still be in the NFL this year. I'm pretty confident on like a practice squad, whatnot. But London Merritt has come here this year. Shaun Scott could kind of be the London Merritt of the class of 2026 if he commits here. I think that would be awesome. I don't know if he has any visits lined up yet. We'll have to see. No, he's just he's attended some junior days. So no official visits lined up yet. So cool to see him visit out to Boulder, and we get a first crack at creating some momentum with him recruiting wise. Now let's finish out on offense. Tight end from Wheaton, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Tight end Gavin Mueller, 6'5", 255 pounds already. So, hey, you already got that size where you can play college football. I haven't looked into him at all yet, so I don't really know what kind of player he is in terms of his speed or route running or anything like that, blocking. But judging by the rankings, seems like this guy, can develop into a pretty decent tight end, or has, some nice potential. Again, ranked by 24/7 as the 31st best tight end in the country in the class of 2026. That's fantastic. No doubt about it. We got a couple interesting tight ends coming in here as true freshmen this year, but we definitely need to build out this pipeline, fill that tight end room with like genuine athletes. We'll see. But Brett Bartolone, man, another guy where we're waiting for him to come through with some nice recruits, some nice grabs at those positions. Of course, he brought in Zach Atkins, but it remains to be seen how he will transition from Division II to Big 12 football. But I think Zach Atkins will be better than what we had last year. That's not really saying much, though, to be honest. But love to see that we're making tight end a priority, as it has been one of our weak links position group wise on the roster over the last 2 years. And then lastly, you can never have enough quarterbacks. Brodie McWhorter has visited this weekend out of Cartersville, Georgia. Cartersville. Is that where Trevor Lawrence is from? Maybe. I could just be making that up. But anyways, 6'2", 205 pounds, ranked as a top 35-ish quarterback in the country, top 30 quarterback in the country by the composite. Hey, like the measurables, I like my quarterbacks tall. 6'2", 205 pounds. He's still got plenty of time to put on some size, some strength onto that frame. And again, you can never have too many quarterbacks. No. One guys that can come in and run the offense if we got guys go down due to injury. So right now, seems like he's got some good momentum with Wisconsin, Mississippi State, and Indiana. He all has official visits scheduled out there. Was in Boulder this weekend. So, hey, that's awesome. So, in summary, we have Brodie McWhorter, quarterback, Gavin Mueller, tight end, Shaun Scott, edge out of Mater Dei, Malik Morris, linebacker out of Lakeland, Florida, Jonnie Jones, offensive tackle out of Tampa, Florida, and probably the crown jewel, the guy that we've been paying attention to the most out of this group, Deacon Schmitt, made an official or unofficial visit, I believe, to Colorado this weekend. He needs to be a top priority. I agree with you guys saying that. So really awesome to see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. My bad. I can't even count. 6 guys came out here this weekend, hey, that we know about. And we'll see where we go from here. But should be interesting to see what happens. So should be fun. I'll get to a few of your comments, guys, and then I got to get out of here. We're going to be keeping this a little bit shorter today. Hey, Keith, what's going on? Deacon and Breck, let's go, please, ASAP. Hell, they both can start right now on that side of the offensive line. Hey, I don't really disagree with you there, man. Big Slam. He's going to commit. He's been talking with Matt's guy, one of the new coaches. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Matt McChesney, is still going to continue to be a fantastic piece to this kind of recruiting team that we have, officially or unofficially. I love to see that he was out there this weekend. So, definitely agree with you. Deacon Schmidt needs to be a top priority. You want to keep the top talent in Colorado local, staying in state. Yes, I think that's great. And it would be nice to keep Nebraska from getting our offensive linemen out of this state. That would be nice. They have had success over the years getting into Colorado and grabbing some of our offensive line talent. Can't allow that to happen any longer. No. Yeah, once we can get O-line to commit like we do with receivers, we'll quickly build up a good O-line. Totally agree. And, just having some continuity, I think, on the staff would also be very helpful, and I think Gunnar White's going to be here. I don't see George Hegeman leaving Coach Prime, and Andre Garad, he's a Colorado Buffalo. So that's great. Miss Pleasantly Plum, what's going on? And we got to get these donors to pay up, man. And what's great is that, hey, we're no longer a poverty program. Yeah. Scott and Pecco have a relationship. Thank you for confirming that. That's what I assumed. Right side of the hallway. Are you going to live stream the first round of the draft or just do a video and Travis or Shador gets drafted? I'll probably just do a video. We'll see. Maybe I will, because for my Broncos channel, I'll probably just drop videos when we make selections. And I guess the Broncos pick will be late enough to where I could do a live stream, like say Shador and Travis both go in the top 5. I still got to figure that out. Most likely, I'll probably just be dropping videos, though. Gearhead says, we still haven't seen Zach Atkins at practice from what I've seen so far. It's always Savell Smalls, Brady Kopetz, and Corbin Lejour. I wonder if he's injured or the latest transfer tight end to transfer away before playing. He would, he would continue that trend of us not being able to hold on to a transfer portal tight end. That's going to be interesting to monitor. Thanks for bringing that up, Gearhead. I know that initially we didn't see him on the field, and I'm so late on watching some of the latest practice videos from this week. I need to catch up on that. So that's interesting that we still haven't seen him out there. Yeah, that's where Lawrence is from. Okay, well, if Brody McWhorter is the next Trevor Lawrence, I'm down. I'm down with it. TK saying Jonnie Jones is a lock. Well, man, he better be. We need some offensive line talent, man. Man, I love it. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Again, really appreciate you guys for sticking with me, tuning in. Again, let me know your thoughts on these guys in the comments. Who do you think needs to be the next priority after Deacon Schmidt? Let me know. And y'all have a wonderful day. Go Buffs.